Hi there, and thanks for clicking on this video, guys. Today we are here to carry on our best build series. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just make sure to check the previous video and make sure to subscribe and leave a like for some more best build videos. Now today we are going to talk about the electro build, a paralysis build that will allow you to immobilize every single enemy which is in front of you. So make sure to get electric punch as a superpower, doesn't matter the suit. Now let's get in suit mode and let's make sure to check everything electricity related. So charge outer mesh, which discharge a mesh electrifies suit surfaces, stunning enemies who touch it. Needs to recharge after activation. So this one, when you will be attacked and when you will receive damage, you will shock enemies. Now there is a second perk that you can actually get, which is the one we just saw, but also we are going to see that in a little bit ferromagnetic, whatever it was called. So ferromagnetic harness allows you to be a little bit more vulnerable to electric attacks, giving you some type of native defense to them. Now, the last thing that we actually need is the superpower that we just saw together. So let's go back to suits, and therefore we need to get the last of our suit mods, which is the strongest suit mod that makes this build, which is kinetic power cells. Now Storm Bolt. So if you get Storm Bolt Discharger, you can just attack enemies up in the air to charge up some electricity in Spider-Man's costume and then release electric attacks on enemies down on Earth. This means that while you are actually on air, if you just keep punching some dudes and then web attack someone which is in the ground, you will shock them instantly. Now I'll be showing you what I mean, but this build is just perfect. If you receive damage, you stun enemies, paralyzing them. If you just put them in the air and just beat the crap out of them and then attack the ones down below, you just paralyze them. And if you activate your superpower, you just paralyze them even more, giving you a lot of damage. Just check, the brute attacked me, and one of the suit mods released this power, and therefore they received damage and they got paralyzed, giving me a little bit more time into gathering my breath and well, just slowing basically time, crowding, controlling. This also is extremely good for crowd controls, as if there are more enemies nearby each other, they basically get electrically attacked in group and in crowd. So the lightning actually passes from an enemy to the other. So this also is extremely crazy for crowd controls. But anyway, whatever you saw until now also includes a native extremely high defense to electric attacks coming to Spider-Man. So this means that everyone using a taser against you won't be that effective. And if you just use your superpower pressing L3 and R3, you will see that this concatenates a super strong amount of electric damage, and if enemies are close to each other, you will just be electrifying all of them. Now this superpower is just crazy. This build, the electro build, is it just turns the game into another completely entirely different game, entirely different type of superpower. You just can play almost as Electro. And also, just make sure to use also the electric gadget, the electric web. This will just add a little bit of spice to this build we created. Anyway guys, let me know what you think about this build down here. Let me know if you created any other, and I'll make sure to make a video about it. Now I'm just training to prepare the One Punch Man build, and in the meantime we'll just check some more interesting build for offense. So make sure to subscribe. I'll be waiting for you in the next best build series, and I'll just wish you a great evening ahead. Bye bye.